Hi Beavers, it is so great to have you back in person at school and I'm really excited. But for a lot of you, this is going to be the first time that you've set foot inside of Ballard High School. And we know that it can be a very big, confusing place. And so I wanted to create this video to help you define where your classes are going to be and learn how to be able to get to them efficiently. Now, we already talked about how to get into the building, so I'm not going to start over on that. We're just going to go into the doors by the gym and then we're going to pick things up. So it's time to get my mask on and head into the building. We'll see you on the other side.
When looking at room numbers, the first thing you need to note is the first number. 1 means it's on the first floor, 2 means it's on the second floor, and the second is the direction in front of that. That refers to which pod your class is in. Most classrooms at Ballard are laid out in half circles that we refer to as pods. They're given directions based upon which direction on the compass they are found, but most students refer to them by the subject area that is most prevalent in those areas. You can look at this map and pause your screen to find where your classes are actually located. When you enter in the gym doors, you're on the second floor of the building. Directly in front of you are the gyms and the band room, but most students are going to turn to the right and head towards the main part of the building. Let's do that now. As we pass the auditorium, we come to the second floor foyer, the main hub of the entire building. As you start to look around, you're going to see many important features of Ballard High School. We turn right over here is our amazing library. You look down, these are the main second floor hallway. This is the attendance office, and then just around from the corner from there is the counseling office. And these are referred to as our main stairs. And then behind that is the commons, which is our lunchroom. But for now, we're going to help you to find classes on the second floor. And as you start to head down the main hall, the first pod you're going to come to on your left is the South Pod, or World Languages. Remember, everybody keep to the right. And as we look to our left, if we have class in the South Pod, the South second floor pod, World Languages, that's where we're going to be able to enter. But remember, each one of these is a half circle, and so this entrance and the next entrance on your left go to the same areas. It's a loop. You can go in one or the other, it doesn't matter. On your right, there are 2 classrooms down here in the food science program, so you might occasionally have classes there as well. And then again, here's the other entrance or exit to the World Languages pod, the South second floor pod. But we're going to continue on down the main hall. Here are the middle stairs. The middle stairs for us are only for going up right now. They are up only, as the sign says, so please do not go down these stairs. If you have any portable classes in a portable on the second floor, those are out to this door just to your right, right here. There are 2 classrooms out there, and so it's possible that you might have one out there, and this is the door that you would go out to get to those. But let's continue on farther down the hall to the northwest and southwest pods. On your left is the southwest pod. This is also referred to as the math pod, as most of the math classrooms are in here. If you turn back to your right, this is referred to as the science pod. It's the northwest pod, but it's also home to engineering and the shop. As we continue down the hall, one special thing I wanted to make a note of is at this bathroom area here, this is one of our 2 water bottle filling stations are. I strongly encourage you to bring a water bottle to use them. These west doors lead directly out on the 15th. No one can enter into these doors this spring. They are closed completely. Now, these are the west stairs. A lot of times they don't get a lot of use, but right now they are down-only stairs. You can only go down these stairs, and now you're on the first floor. On the first floor, if you start from the corner, you come to the southwest wing of the first floor. This is the language arts and arts classrooms. As we head down the first floor, it's important to note that not all classes are in the pod that they're known for. Sometimes they're in a different pod or in a portable. Remember, here's the second entrance or exits to the language arts and arts pod, the Southwest 100. Here in the middle of the building, on the right, here's another door that you cannot come in through, but you can exit. And here's the bottom of those middle stairs. Remember, they're up only, so this would be the place where you would access them. Now, as we head towards further into the main part of the building, on our right, we have the South Pod, which is primarily history classes or social studies. And if you turn back towards the left, this is kind of our technology and business center. And so there are some computer labs. There's the computer science program that's located here all along the left-hand side or the north side of the first floor. So now we continue on back down to the main entrance. As we approach the main entryway, you'll see these are the main stairs. They're two directions. Here's the main office if you ever need to find me or need help. And then in here is the commons, the teen health center, the activity center, fiscal specialist, and everything along those lines. This is also our lunchroom. But on the right-hand side, here's a very important thing, after the water bottle filler, of course. This is our nurse's office and our teen health center. Just an amazing resource for students. I encourage you to find out more about it. And if you look at this sign right here, you can actually see how to get in contact with them to find out what they can do for you, to support you in a completely confidential manner. As we continue on through the commons, we're going to find the first floor portables. They're just out through these doors, and it is a place for the health classes for one, which many of you have health. And then there's also some language arts, there's some history, and there's also the orchestra classrooms that are out in these 6 portables outside. If you enter the building through the front doors, you're going to come in on the first floor. Remember, in our video, we were just here, but we came from a different direction. If you look to your right, there's the main stairs, and the commons beyond that and the portables. But then if you go up and you look to your left, you're going to be looking down the first floor main hall, and you would have found the social studies or south pod to your left, the technology rooms on the right. But we're going to go a different direction this time. We're going to head towards the locker rooms and the field. This is a hallway that you probably won't have a need to go through right now, but eventually you'll probably use it. We're not using lockers this time, and so we have actually stored some furniture here. And as we turn this corner, you're going to find where the locker rooms are located. The first ones are the PE locker rooms. They're actually closed right now, so that's the women's on the right, and then the men's was back on the left side. But there are going to be varsity locker rooms that are open for athletes that need to change right after school. As we continue on, we're going to come up here through this entrance and the athletic training rooms on the right. If you look out this door, you would find that these are where the fields are located, and you saw the weight training center also. Going up these stairs, we're going to come back around and you're going to find the auxiliary gym on the right for some of our fitness classes. And on the left is an important classroom for a lot of people. This is the band room. It's labeled as the music room, but it's mostly band classes that are held in here. As we continue on down this hallway, you come to the main gym on the right. Eventually, when we're back to having people at games, we'll be able to fill it up and have lots of fun in there. And then as we continue down this hallway, we come back to where we started our journey. You remember when you came in on the second floor at the beginning of the video, these were the doors you entered from. And so the same place where you started is the same place where we're going to conclude our tour of the building.
Hey students, I hope that tour helped you out a little bit. There's no replacement for actually getting in the building and seeing where you're going. You'll figure it out. Any of the adults in the building are happy to help you to find where you're going. You're happy to ask the upperclassmen, anybody who's been there. We're all here to help and support you. You're gonna figure it out. Soon it's gonna feel like home. And that's what's important to us, is making sure that you know that it's always great to be a Beaver.